Hey everybody, I'm Bob from Black Arrow Gaming. Welcome back to another episode of Age of Wonders 3, my 5th Advanced Strategy series. We're getting ready to hopefully finish off the Necro pretty soon and wrap this game up. I did want to say, with regard to my next series, I'm getting a lot of comments about like what I should do for my next series, different leader setups, rule sets, that kind of thing. I've already pretty much more or less got an idea of what I'm going to do. Probably a Goblin Warlord because I haven't played that race or class yet. And as for specializations, haven't yet decided for sure. Probably leaning towards what Tarsak's been suggesting, which was two water and one wild magic. But I haven't decided on the specializations yet for sure. I just wanted to say that real quick because I'm getting a lot of comments about what to do for the next series, and I'm basically typing the same thing to lots of different people. So hopefully that clears up any questions there. As for this episode, though, I wanted to go through your feedback. There's not a lot. The game's pretty straightforward now at this point. It's pretty much just kill the Necro, and I shouldn't have any trouble doing that. But Casper Eklund did have a good point. Suggested getting Great Purge would be a good spell to use after disjuncting Enemy of the Faith and reinforcing Armageddon. I do need to disjunct Enemy of the Faith sooner rather than later. The Great Purge is basically my version of Enemy of the Faith, but it applies and debuffs or drastically increases my damage versus Necro units. So that would be in here somewhere. Great Purge is one of the last ones. Yeah, there it is. So basically, I get infantry and cavalry units gain Dragon Slayer, Face Slayer, Giant Slayer, Monster Slayer, Summon an Undead Slayer. The Undead Slayer is what I'm primarily interested in, so I will be casting that, and it applies to cavalry units, which would include heroes, which includes Karzen. And I think that sounds like a lot of fun. But first, we need to disjunct the Necro spell, and this leads me to my next comment. I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that you can sort these up here, but TSC Hayden did point out that the spell list can be sorted by the owner via column header, so I can actually really easily click on owner right there, and then that puts my spells all at the top and the Necros at the bottom. I can see Enemy Faith right here. If I click on that and go to disjunct it, I can see it's going to cost 200 mana and 100 channeling points. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually try to do that now. I know I've got this cherub queued. I'm going to abort that. I know I'm taking a small risk here. I'll regain 39 of the 40 that I spent. Yeah, that's fine. I know I'm taking a small risk here doing this, but it's more important to me to disjunct that, and I got a 75% chance of succeeding. So I'm going to go back. The reason why I say that is because I might be wasting a little. Actually, no, now is actually the perfect time to do it because I've already used most of my casting points for this round, so never mind. Chance of success is 75%. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Spell has been removed. Okay, excellent. Very good. That's one less thing I have to worry about. That spell caused me a tremendous amount of headache, so I'm glad that that's gone, and I'll have to keep an eye out for him trying to get it back up. Hopefully he's going to waste his time trying to disjunct Armageddon, which I can just keep reinforcing. Speaking of which, I'm going to do a little bit of that now. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is get Great Purge up, or start casting Great Purge. And that way I can cast that on the next combat round, and then reinforce Armageddon. I'm assuming he started trying to disjunct Armageddon, but I don't think he'll be done or ready to actually attempt to disjunct it this quickly by the next turn. And then the final comment is from Tarsak. Said that the former Dreadnought Sorcerer hero may still be above this lake over here. So I am going to send a small group of Exalted to go look for her. I don't think I need like a whole lot of people up there searching, but they could go take a look around, see if they can find her. These undead are all going to just camp out here. And then that's it. That's it for the comments. I do want to talk a little bit about items. So I found a lot of stuff here, some of which looks pretty good. A regrowth armor, dark scale green shield, which gives a lot of extra hit points, which are those two kind of pair well with each other because regrowth is based on 20% of total hit points. And then a Staff of Air Mastery, which is actually a melee weapon that also allows you to call lightning and Elixir of Ghostly Being. Now, I fully recognize that this armor, the regrowth bonus, doesn't really matter to Karzen because Karzen's having absorbed pain from the Orc Exalted. But I'm going to send it to him anyway in case something happens to that Orc Exalted. Like it gets re-raised as a cadaver or something like that. I was looking through Karzen's items, and there's actually a lot of stuff that I don't need in here anymore that I can get rid of. And so I'm going to start with this fearsome item. That does not do anything to undead, so it's time to sell that. Also, heal undead. Karzen doesn't need that anymore. And I'll probably keep his vision range stuff. I may get rid of the Sun Spear, but I don't think I'm going to have to. I'm going to probably get rid of that Shimmering Orb of Aldor, because I found something a little better that allows Karzen to use Touched by Faith on top of that. I think it's this Pendant of the Holy Chalice. It's +2 resistance and Touched by Faith. So I'm going to send that to Karzen, which will take 2 turns to get to him. I could probably get it to him a little bit faster if I wanted to do this a little differently. Actually, you know what? Karzen's got to go east once he goes underground. I bet I can get close enough to where that's 1 turn away. Let me check something. So what do we have here? There's not a lot. Hey, hang on a second. Look who it is. Telgar himself. Let's see if he's got any friends. Not many. Nothing Karzen and his Exalted friend couldn't handle. You know? I think this may have just become the Karzen show again. Okay, let me check something. Karzen goes underground and makes a beeline in that direction. I'm not even going to worry about that city there. I could easily take it, but I'm not going to. But Karzen's got his Exalted. They can make a beeline in this direction, and they got this nice choke point here. We'll see what the Necro does, but can I get those items to him in 1 turn now? I want the physical protection one. Yes, I can. 1 turn. All right. Never mind the fact. I guess I'm just digging a hole and dropping them underground. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but okay. That can go to Karzen. This can go to Karzen. Some of these are going to be pretty easy swaps. Some of them are going to be like swap it but hang on to the other one and swap things in and out as I need to. I think that's all Karzen can hold right now. I don't imagine I'll need that armor yet, so I'll wait on that because he's still got that Exalted with him. But I will let all this stuff show up. I'm going to reorganize a little bit. And yeah, once those 4 things arrive, there's some things I can drop and switch. I also found some kind of useful stuff for other people too. This sorceress does not need the Frost Wyvern anymore because she got the King Griffin. So I'm going to give that to her and send the Frost Wyvern to Farron so he's got a flying unit. Also, this Gambison for her can be swapped for this because it's just straight up better with more resistance. I will sell that. And then probably we'll send most of the remainder of this stuff. I may send this to the Sorcerer. It's got weakening, which can still be useful against the undead. Because I don't think that's a poison check. I think healing just plain works regardless. And then the rest of this stuff is probably going to go to the Necro to be sold, I think, because he's got all that extra storage space. So I will do that. Harp. And I'm going to leave the armor there because... Okay. Alright, we'll leave the armor there and send that to Karzen on the next turn. I'm going to have that group check in with me next turn so I don't forget to do that. And that should take care of pretty much all my item management. The Halfling did level up again. I am going to save those points for Sorcery 8. And she needs to try to catch up with Karzen. Although I don't think that it's really going to matter very much. Can carry on. I could buy a Sphinx from here, but it's one more unit I have to manage at this point. I don't really care. Alright, and then this army can go underground, and I don't know. I guess they could go attack that. I wouldn't actually mind having this line of sight, because it would tell me if he's got stuff up north. I might lose a couple people in this fight, but I think I would prefer to go ahead and do it and get it done. Ganon's army is lagging behind a bit. Oh wait, there's a golem in the way. Okay. I should hope they can handle auto combat against a single golem. All those exalted can come fluttering along behind. And then I think that's actually probably enough stuff going directly at the Necro. I think this group is actually going to go down here and just start taking some cities. The Giants make pretty good siege weapons, so yeah, I don't see a reason why to send everybody that way. Plus, maybe I'll find a cave entrance or something else useful. Please don't kill us, Storm Sister. Okay, thank you. And then these guys are going to stay right there on that city. To select production for Fug. Oh, I remember that city. Yeah, get the Grand Palace and hurry it up. This Grand Palace is done. That means this city goes on merchandise forever. We're going to leave. I'm just going to probably leave like a single exalted on each city. I may as well, because I'm kind of tired of moving things around. That city will have Firstborn on it. I would prefer that every city is guarded by somebody. He's guarded by somebody. This guy I'll keep moving, I think. I've got a few units guarding that. Actually, I'll have that guy guard the giant city, because the giant city doesn't have walls to help for defense. And I got an exalted here, defending the necromancer stuff, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. And I had this guy coming up here to help deal with the Rise of the Lich Queen event, but he's not really needed anymore. I'll send him to this city anyway, just because I don't want to move him around anymore. Alright, you can just camp there, you're fine. Halfling Exalted, I'm going to switch this to merchandise. You guys can all stay there. You guys can stay there. Trying to shut down all my city's production. Put everything on infinite merchandise. Do I have a shrine in my capital? I do have one in my capital, so that makes me feel a little safer about that. I think I'm going to send one of these shrines down here and move this Exalted to my capital, so I have a good melee fighter up there, just in case there's another invasion later. This city can go back to infinite merchandise, and they can stay sitting where they are. I think we'll send one of these two guys down here to even out the defenders. Orc Exalted is done here, and he will stay there. I don't want to bother moving him. That's for this city. Again, infinite merchandise. Festival of Magic triggered. Okay. Plundered. Oh, finished plundering that city. All right. You guys can just stay there for another turn anyway, though. Firstborn is done. Again, merchandise. And a lot of items arrived. Ganon got his new pants, so good for him. He's got killing momentum now. He only has tireless from his boots, though. Did I send him another item that grants? Ah, I did. Okay. So that gives him tireless, which means I can switch that out and get killing momentum on him. These could go to the Necromancer. Probably not a bad idea for him to have Tireless. That was the Necro's old shield, but I like it on Ganon better. And the Necro needs a little bit of item management himself. He may ultimately not matter. I kind of doubt the Necro's going to do much in this game, but I'll go ahead and kind of set him up anyway. That's a mount. I'm looking for anything I could put on any other slot. I think a lot of Ganon stuff is going to end up getting sold. Okay, that could go there. That opens up one slot. That's all I really needed. I think the rest of Ganon stuff is going to get sold. Yeah, I don't need that shield. Fearsome's useless. The Fire Wyvern is useless. Shadow Step is still potentially useful. This can go to the Necro. I think I already had a shield on the way to him. And then that looks pretty good. I like that setup. Okay. We'll set him up kind of like that. Okay. Item arrived. I already know about that. I already know about that. I already know about that. I don't know about this. Who that went to her? Oh, that gives her more max health. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on her because she's squishy, but I'll let her keep the other item. That went to Ganon for the extra vision range, which is fine. And Karzen finally got his axe, and I'm going to replace it on the next turn. Oh well. He's going to get Call Lightning on top of everything else, so that's fine. Alright, domain invasions all over. I'm just going to clear all those out. Those are leftovers from the Necro event. Arcane Catalyst is done. Go back to... That'll be nice if I need to summon something here, but I don't think I will. I'm actually beginning to start... I'm starting to think that maybe Karzen and his Exalted can solo the rest of this thing. In fact, with the regrowth armor, I wonder if Karzen could do it himself. I might... We'll see. We'll see how things go with that push there. I almost think he could. Because he's got... He would have I already did the math. He would have 100 max health with the other shield I sent him. And he's still going to have Tireless. I'm very tempted to try that. Alright, we'll do merchandise there. Draconians are rebellious. That's okay. I don't really care. I'm gonna send another... Okay, you need to stop making goblins. That's fine. You can do merchandise now. I'm gonna send one more of these guys up to this other city and leave just the other 6 of them sitting there because I just don't want to mess with them anymore. Metropolis is done, which means I can get rid of Beacon of Faith. And this grew into a city. It still needs Beacon of Faith, but it doesn't matter enough for me to cast it. This city, I'm not going to spend the time upgrading to Grand Palace. That can stay doing what it's doing. This is the one that can produce trolls, tame trolls, which don't really matter at this point. You know what, guys? Yeah, I upgraded this city. I got all the way to tame trolls, but it makes no sense to start producing them now. I have so much Theocrat stuff on his borders with Armageddon already active. There's just no need. So, produce merchandise it is. We did all that work, but whoever called tame trolls not being useful by the end of this game, good call. I know somebody did. Somebody told me they didn't think that tame trolls would be... By the time I'm using them, the game would be basically over. Good call. That's all I can say about that. Merchant Sparrowdale. I should have a lot less notifications next turn. I'm going to get this Ice Queen back on the land. You can go in that city and sit. The Builder, I do not care what he does anymore. Maybe make some bridges. I don't know. That actually might be kind of convenient. And then I will go ahead and do this battle, in part because I want to get some action in here. In part because it says probable defeat. I think that's wrong. I probably will lose some people. I think that's pretty likely. But those juggernauts should come running out after me after taking a couple blasts of lightning. So I think I can fight them in the open field. Are they promoted still? Do they retain their promotions after? Yes, they do. Okay. Come out and get me. Oh. Oops. Back up, you nerds. Hopefully they'll come running out now. I think they should. Actually, I shouldn't have had them back up on this turn because maybe I shouldn't bunch everyone together. Oh, they're gonna hold ground. Okay. Well, then everybody spread out and charge. May as well go while the thunderstorm's active and the fire damage is mitigated. Well, now the thunderstorm is not active. You know, I'm beginning to think maybe I can't take this. Just maybe. You know what? Those guys up on the wall are too... I think they're going to be too much trouble. But you know what? What else are these units going to do? Yes, I may lose some people, but... that's what they're here for, right? Zap them. Any little bit of damage you can do helps. Oh, of course it would hit the weak one. Alright, I need to get through that gate. I also need to heal that shock trooper. Yeah, I'm gonna move him to this spot. That juggernaut can't really go anywhere. It could fire a broadside, but that's about it. That's a charger, right? It's got first strike. Okay. You knock it off. There goes one Storm Sister down. You do have killing momentum, right? Yes, you do. Alright, then I need you. You're trapped now. You're taking damage. Aw, you rammed her. Rude. Alright, I want you... Oh good, he was stupid and blew up his own gate. Let me in. Trying to kill the Lord of the Deep. Took damage from Reflect. Reflect damage on the Lords of the Deep. Okay, well, we only had 2 survivors, but it's fine. The city's mine now. I really wanted it for the line of sight more than anything else. What am I going to do with it? Well, I'm certainly not going to let it stay as Draconian. We'll give it to the Tigrans. Wait, I could just plunder it. But I do like having this line of sight, so I'll give it to the Tigrans. I like having a little base down here. Okay, that little bit's done. Still have Exalted just randomly scattered around that I need to decide what I'm going to do with. Tell you what, you come back here and camp out with this guy. You go camp out with that guy. You guys go on guard, or camp, or whatever it's called. You just sit in there. And you dig for more money. Alright, finally some reinforcements for this group. And now that that friggin' Devout Slayer is gone, or whatever that was, Enemy of the Faith, this army may actually be able to do something. I think the Giant can come join them now. Yes, he can. Yeah, go ahead and stop this. I'll take my city back. And I'll stay on it. Is this Draconian? No, it's Goblin. We'll just absorb it. Okay. And I have no idea what Farron's doing. He's just running around, and maybe he'll take some cities in the back. I think everybody else can stand ground for the moment. That Cherub's going to need to move, or he's going to get picked off, so we'll send him back. And that's it. Okay, ending turn. Oh, some units on auto move. I need to turn that off. Well, actually I don't. I've already stopped production in areas where it matters. Probable defeat, eh? I did use a lot of my casting points in the last strategic round smiting these guys. It looks like I'll have to do that at least a little more. But with Armageddon active, I at least don't... You know what? Actually, I don't think I need to worry about that. I think I will destroy these guys without even needing to smite them. This group's... The one in the Dwarf City is actually pretty powerful. I will come meet them on the open battlefield. Except for the builder. He can stay where he's at. Alright. You do have killing momentum. Okay, good. I'm going to need to use that. How much damage will you do? Warcry, move up. Ah, it wasn't enough to get him. Dang it. Well, that's annoying. Just die. Go away. There I could have probably used just killing momentum. It's okay. Oh, he was all out of movement. Let's give that healing to him. And unfortunately, we've all gathered around for this guy exploding, but that's fine. I forgot there's going to be leftovers. Who is this? I want to avoid using smite if I can. I don't really... Okay, these guys are going to stay on the walls. I don't really want to use smite any more than I have to. That thing's going to try to just chunk right through the wall. Looks like they're sliding this way, so I will as well. right up front there. Come on in. Now that guy can go right over my defenses, so I'm going to try to soften him up first. Although I can do a lot of damage to that bone collector. I'm going to want him as weak as possible on the next combat round. Alright. You move there. Now, orc priests aren't necessarily bad at melee combat, so there you go. And you can go out and give him a nice warm welcome. Lord of the Deep's got regrowth, so he doesn't need the healing. Okay, any others? Invasion here. I think I've dealt with that already. Okay, item has arrived. All that stuff that I sent around earlier. Now this is a usable item, so it'll go here, I guess. Lined up with her other weapons. Karzen should have something that can be switched. Yes, I can switch that for that, which is just straight up better. I can also switch this for that, and can probably sell his axe. That'll be the next thing I sell once I need him to pick something else up. I'd want to make sure I send this to him, so he's got that option should it become necessary. Now I'm wondering if Karzen with that regrowth could just solo everything. Just literally Karzen versus the entire Necromancer army. That would be pretty glorious, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so Karzen does have high morale, so he has very lucky, I think. No, he just has normal lucky. So I guess I have to decide if I like lucky or physical protection better. And it honestly kind of depends on what you're running into. The Necromancer does tend to hit you with a lot of elemental attacks. Including a lot of poison, which is why I kind of was happy to see that shield pop up. But for now, I think this is good. I've got some flexibility with what he does that I can flesh out later. Okay, I know about that, and that, and that. Grand Palace is done here, which means more infinite merchandise. Now I'm up to 7,000 gold. Praise the Leader Festival. Praise the Leader Festival. Praise the evil leader. Another Grand Palace. Hurry up. It's one of the few things I still care about, economically speaking, is casting points. Elf Race Governance. Oh, yeah. I like this one for the Storm Sisters. +1 range damage and ignore ranged penalties with their attacks. That'll help them shoot over walls. That would have actually been kind of nice to have before fighting this battle here. The Great Purge is ready to cast, so let's get that going. And now it's just a matter of reinforcing my own stuff. So let's take a quick look at active spells. And my stuff's still going to be hard to sort through, but you can see Armageddon there is at 133 strength. Great Purge is at 100. So any extra casting points that I have at the end of any turn is basically going to go into reinforcing those. Power Ritual, I probably could, maybe I'll save enough to try to disjunct Power Ritual. How much does that disjunction cost us? 240. 30% chance of success. Better to reinforce my own stuff or disjunct his? Let's just go for it. Oh, I got it. Alright, got a little lucky with that. Cool. Now I'm just obliterating him with casting points. He's got nothing on. He's got no way to catch up. That that's just active on one city, and Whispers of the Fallen doesn't matter. So neither of these really matters. That might once I run into the city, but he's pretty much crippled now. And that gives Karzen, I think, the opening he needs to go in here and just wipe all this out by himself. 2 versus 11. What do you guys think? Okay, so Bone Collector is pure physical damage. I wanna take a look and see what damage types I'm up against. That's gonna be mostly physical with a little bit of nasty other stuff mixed in. That's a balance. I probably want the resistance for this one. Let's see here. So not the physical protection item. I'll stick with the lucky and the resistance. Demolisher is... Does Demolisher help against these guys? Are they considered a machine? I didn't think so. No, they're not. They're reinforced. But they're not technically a machine. So I don't think Demolisher works against them. Unit gains damage against machine units and obstacles. Yeah, so no, it wouldn't help against them. Anything else? No, I think Karzen's pretty much set up to take this on. Alright, you two, have fun. Very likely defeat. I miss this. Let's go. And you know what's even more fun is that Karzen now has Call Lightning. So I can make them come running out of their walls if I want to. Although, it's probably not good for me to do that. I would prefer to get on one of these little points that sticks out and then have stuff come at him one at a time. Karzen can't... I could use Touch by Faith on this guy and probably won't matter. Actually, I want to put Nourishing Meal on him. That gives him just that much extra that he can resist before dying. Okay, they're just going to give me time, so I'll go ahead and put Nourishing Meal on him too. Or not Nourishing Meal, Touch by Faith. Okay, now he's mega buffed. Telgar just doesn't know what to do. He's heard the stories from the Dreadnought, his Dreadnought ally. Alright, Karzen. Have fun, buddy. Oh no. Looks like they're gonna come running out after him. Okay. Well, I got killing momentum, so I may as well do that. And then I could always just move into a spot that's a massive pain for all these guys. So, yeah, right there. You keep running. Oh, I forgot to put Absorb Pain on him. Oh gosh, I can't believe I did that. He should be fine. Oh my gosh. He's eating everyone for breakfast by himself. He doesn't even need the Exalted. But don't worry, I'm coming anyway. Alright, let's stay just out of range of that Lost Soul. Karzen can finish him off. And then go back to get your Absorb Pain. I did all that setup and then forgot to actually do anything useful. Oh, you resurrect people. It does not matter. It absolutely doesn't matter. Alright, get him. You go here. Transfer pain. There we go. And then Karzen can turn this way. He can actually heal himself a bit. Now Now's probably his best opportunity to do so. Oh, he's doing so much damage. This is absolutely ridiculous. All right. All the luckies. Oh my gosh. You can't handle the luck. Hang in there, buddy. You're doing great. Oh, he's got the Scourge of Undead active. Stuff's gonna start resurrecting. How much your health is gone? A little trick here. You go here, heal him, and then you back off. Alright, now you get back out there and... Is that a dwarf reanimator? Now would be a good time for a war cry, I think. And we'll let the lost soul come back. I think it's okay. Karzen will just go on defense. Oh no, Karzen's had stiffened limbs cast on him. He can still move pretty far. How about a flank attack? I'm coming for you, Telgar. You can keep summoning stuff. I don't care. Actually, you could kill that pretty easily. And you could actually kill that pretty easily. But I won't. Stay on defense. Got all the stuff that's resurrecting back in here. Okay, so you want to play it that way, huh? I think it's time for you to go. Oh, that's just nothing compared to what Karzen can do on his own. Alright. Now what are you gonna do? Do I have a war cry ready yet? Yes, I do. Well, buddy. Oh, that was a crit. Ouch. And all this magic is gone. I should have killed him earlier. Guys, I'm pretty sure with regrowth, Karzen could solo this thing. I'm like 95% sure Karzen could solo everything with regrowth. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try that. I mean, plus their leader's down anyway. Of course I will have to kill him again because he's going to be back on the next turn, but... I mean, holy crap. Alright, I should probably heal my little friend before I leave. Alright, go patch him up. He's been back here just suffering on your behalf. Help the man out. Alright, now go kill the remaining reanimator. Why, hello there. My name is Karzen the Beast. Oh, I was really hoping I'd high roll that. He just takes pause there. Hang on, I got an idea. If he's gonna do that, I'll let Karzen sit. He should sit. And again. And then Karzen can get just a little more healing, and then he can finish him off. And get a promotion out of it, too. Not bad. Okay, well, that happened. Or didn't happen. I'm not sure what the correct phrase is there. Okay, so that was their capital. Karzen is dang close, guys. Karzen is dang close. Should I do this? Just for the fun of it. Like, I kind of want to scout his capital a little. Alright, here's the thing. I'm gonna keep that Exalted around. There's not really much of a reason, although Karzen is a little faster than him. Take that, may as well. And we'll just purge to, just purge everything. Karzen gets to decide now. He's just gonna make everything cats. Everything. Karzen is moving a little bit faster than that Exalted. So I think the Exalted will end its turn next to him. So he's still technically in range. And actually may as well have this Cherub come down here and explore a little more now. But I think I'm going to switch Karzen's items to the other setup. That is a very good shield. I do like that shield a lot. Defender and 4 defense is pretty dang good. But more hit points. This will put Karzen... Actually, he'll have 90 when this... No, he will have 100. If I give that to him, and then switch this for... Oh, he can't get that quite yet. Okay, maybe next turn. But I think he will have 100 hit points. He's giving up 10, but he's getting 15. So, yeah, he'll have 100. Sure, that's fine. We'll have peace. Okay. It's probably smart to ask. Elf City here. Merch. I'm literally on the borderline of just telling everybody else to hold position where they are. What are you asking? Oh, frick. There you go. No. Merchandise. How many cities do I have to tell to do this? There's a single Juggernaut in there. This shouldn't be hard. Go forth, my minions. He's gonna definitely fire a cannonball at me, but I wouldn't mind using this opportunity to patch some people up, so... Especially that Wraith. In fact, these guys are gonna take a beating. I might just have... I think once Farron takes this city, I am probably just going to have him sit on it. Alright, open the way for the snake, please. Okay, that did it. And the snake can get through this way, alright. I don't think Farron has any other way to heal undead. I think he's the only undead healer in this army. I'm just hoping I can get a stun with the snake. Is that... Oh wait, he's actually is guarded by his stone gate there, okay. Then you go this way. Did I get the stun? I did, alright. A little lucky. We're gonna trap him in that spot. Eat that tank. Alright. Okay, congratulations, guys. I think this is where Farron's story ends, here at the opposite edge of the world, practically. I don't see much point in continuing. I mean, I could take more cities, but I think this is just about over. It's halfling. They can be absorbed. That's fine. They've been okay ever since I got rid of the halfling sorcerer. I would like to see if that sorcerer hero is still up here somewhere. Should be. Why don't you keep building just some roads? And then I think he'll go to rest in the Naga city. Actually, he'll go here because there's a Shrine of Smiting there. So he's at least, like, somewhat moderately useful. I'll keep moving these armies in behind Karzen just in case anything happens to him, but Karzen is certainly not going to wait for them. In fact, hopefully I can get it to where these are really the only armies I'm moving every turn. That and these guys, I guess. We'll go get this city down here. They can stay. There's actually nothing for them to guard there. Do I own this city? I do. Yes, okay. Then go guard that. Or take that city and guard it. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just have them go guard this one. I don't want to capture more stuff right now. I did get a little mixed up here. Okay, you were going there. This shrine was going here. You were going to the capital, I think. Yes, you were. And this guy was going to go here. They're on guard. The builders, I'm going to stop tunneling around. I've got more than enough gold, so I don't think I need to worry about them anymore. Have them come. I'll have them come back down and hang out with that city there. I'm just tired of managing them and telling them to do stuff. Alright, just sit there. I might just let them sit and wait for Karzen. I would like to see the Shrines of Smiting in action with all the current buffs, but also kind of want to just see Karzen trash everything. They'll just keep them. You know what? I'm just going to set up here and keep these guys from really just going anywhere. Yeah. Well, you know what? Just for the sake of the fun of it, I am going to at least attack this city, and then I'll just have them sit on it, because I do want to see what those Shrines of Smiting can do with all of my currently active buffs. I don't think I've ever been this overpowered as a Theocrat before, so yeah, let's do it. Let's go ahead and take this group out. Probable victory. I suspect it's better odds than that. Alright. I'm not going to handle this very carefully at all. We're just going. Full throttle. Full speed ahead. Start breaking down those walls so we can get some shots off. Oh, they're scared of them, that's for sure. And these things do a lot of fire damage, so I would like to try to take advantage of that if I can. Let's get an Exalted up on the wall. Well, hang on a second. Let me get the Giant here. Try to break a hole in the wall there. Do I have anyone else who could finish the last little bit? Actually deal damage to walls. I think Divine Vengeance actually can, but I don't think I have anyone else that can damage walls besides the Giant, so... But let's do a Smiting Prayer Bolt. And see, it's not really showing me that much, but I think it's because I'm down the wall. Okay, you guys all have Resurgence, so just go. They should focus most of their attention on the Exalted that are getting over their walls. No, that does not affect walls. A 100% chance of inflict broken spirit. Okay. Oh, that did a little more. It was also a range debuff. Oh no, Exalted down. Alright, let's make a way up. I would like you to be, oh my gosh, look at the damage. Potential close to 100? Holy crap. Yeah, that's a lot. What I think I'm gonna actually do here is snipe this guy to get him out of the way, and then move this one up and use Divine Vengeance. It does some group damage. The screen must stop shaking, please. You can go here and bother him. By bother, I mean destroy mercilessly. These guys could use a little hand. I think this guy probably has killing momentum, so let's do this. And then this. That Orc Exalted is not doing so good. Oh, he didn't finish him off. I think he's good where he's at. I've lost 2 Exalted. Now, these guys are normally resistant to Spirit, but with Armageddon, that's no longer the case. How about you start knocking on the door? What a tanky little butt. How much health do you have? Can this cherub finish you off? Nope. Does he have some sort of... Oh, he's a Deathbringer with Tireless. I was thinking he was a Reanimator. Oh well, maybe it was a cherub. You know what? Go away. Does anyone else actually need healing? Is another dwarf oh, wait. Was he there this whole time? I didn't even see where he came. Oh, he must have... I don't know where he came from. There must have been another one that I didn't notice. Goodbye. Okay. I lost my little cherub scalp, but that's fine. These guys can take this city. And we'll purge to... Well, this Karzen's not here, so we can make this one go to somebody else. We'll just give it to the goblins. And, yeah, I think... he never did clear this, but I'm not going to bother with it. We're going to camp out here. And they can also keep an eye on that cave entrance down there, which is kind of nice. There's another one. Might actually be more strategically useful to camp on the cave entrance. Well, it's not like this army is short of firepower. I'll split them up. One army guards the city. Probably the one that's... I'll do something like this. 2 Exalted, and we'll give them a Spirit Elemental. So, Giant, 2 Exalted. We can have another Exalted in each group. That'll work. Something like that. And I'll just have them sit on the cave entrance to keep anything from going up and catching me by surprise. Alright. You are going down there to camp. You are going to probably go to the giant city to camp. And that's it. I think at this point, we've, diplomacy menu overview panel. We're gonna try to reinforce some of my own spells. I'm gonna assume he started Disjuncting Armageddon, so that's what I'm gonna reinforce. And that's it. Okay, next turn. Alright, we'll see what Telgar does. Now, he's gonna reappear on this turn in Morik Sol. So I'm gonna know exactly where he is. Bestows visiting units with Guardbreaker, Inflict Curse, and Mark Blood Sacrifice for their next battle. I think Karzen's gonna pick that up, guys. An item has arrived, so Karzen's new armor is here. I think I'm going to put it on him. Now it does, I should note that it does make him slowed. So he may struggle with ranged units, but he does have Call Lightning. So there's that. I think I'm going to keep, for that reason though, I don't really want him to be slowed. So for that reason, I'm going to keep the Exalted with him anyway. As much as I would like Karzen to solo this thing. I mean, that Exalted deserves it as much as he does though. Like, this guy's been around for forever, so I gotta give him props. Alright, there's a little lost soul over there. I think my cherub can go deal with that. He won? Oh. Oh, okay. Guess that's fine. We're gonna have Karzen go here. This is a probable victory. Okay. I'm gonna manual all the Karzen battles, no matter how easy it seems. Unless it's like, you know, them versus a Lost Soul or something, but I don't really want to take chances, so. Okay. Did you notice how Nourishing Meal took him from 119 to 145? It heals the unit's hit points by 15, or it gives the unit, increases maximum hit points by 15, and it heals them for a maximum of 15. but he was at 119 out of 130, so it healed him to 15 first to 130, and then added the 15 maximum points. So if a unit's a little damaged first, that's a good time to use that. Just an interesting little thing I've never noticed before. Okay, let's not forget to do this. You know what? Guess who's angry? I keep forgetting to use the Sun Spear, but he does have it. Oh, holy crap, that guy's got some health. He's... Oh, 89, I guess. Okay, I thought it'd be a little higher. It looked like it was a little higher. Alright, then I think we go here, I guess? Telgar may try to surround me. That's fine. I'm honestly just not worried about them. I think these two are going to solo the rest of this. Lots of items arrived. I think most of those are going to be on Telgar. I'm going to sell the Bard Skills thing. I'm going to sell that. I'm going to give him those boots. I'm going to give him the Wyvern. I'm going to not sell the Spider because I can't. I'm going to sell the Bear. Sell the Tunneling Device. That may have been actually useful for Karzen, possibly, but most of the stuff is just going to get sold. Actually, some of that I forgot his accessory slots were empty. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Farron's not going to do anything for the rest of this game, so just sit there with your stuff, buddy. You've done good. I think these should all be his notifications. All right. This is about where I'd normally call it for the episode, but I feel like I'm so close to winning that I might be able to finish it. I think the next episode would be really short if I stopped this one now. Unless Telgar runs off somewhere. Yeah, it's possible he could run off some bizarre direction, and that would take me longer to find him. In which case, this would just be a long episode with no end, really. But my turns are speeding up here quite a bit, so I expect the next one will probably be pretty short. And yes, I think the next one is just going to be... It's just going to be all Karzen and his Exalted. I think these two are going to pretty much take down the Necromancer by themselves at this point, which should be fun. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to let it go. We're going to let it roll, at least until I can get to his capital. Oh, no, I can't. No, I can't do that, because I still have a lot of units, a lot of manual combat I need to do. So, maybe I shouldn't. Let's at least wrap up stuff that's going on with these cities here. Get through the rest of my notifications. And then I'll make a final decision, I suppose. Tell me about this quest. I don't care. Declined. Grand Palace is done. Great. Make me money. You also make me money. I could probably just right-click on those events. This has been absorbed. Merchandise. Okay. This city should be on infinite merchandise. Oh, and has been purged. Okay. So maybe it does need to be told. No, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Hey, where are you? Oh, wait, this is the group that was going to go look for that sorcerer. I don't know where she went. Huh. I don't know. Unless I missed her as I was flying by. You go back down here. You can all camp out together. And I've got just everyone else just trying to catch up to Karzen. But he is on a mission. He will not be swayed. these giants... I've also got that battle to do. Thinking I might just auto this one. You know what? We'll decide in the next episode. I expect the next episode to be the last one. I can't see this dragging on for too much longer. So the next episode might be one that's short and sweet, but hopefully we'll still have some fun with it. This guy, it's just ridiculous. I've never had a hero this powerful before. This has been an absolute blast. So, but I think I am going to have to stop it here. Yeah, or else this is going to end up being like an hour and 45-minute episode, and I don't want it to go quite that long, so... But I do appreciate you guys watching. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. I am having an absolute blast just trashing everything with these two. Yeah, like I said, it's tempting to put the slow armor on Karzen and let him just go by himself, but I think it'd be unwise just because it's going to slow him down, which means it's going to slow everything else down, and I don't want to do that. I want to wrap this up here, so... But I hope you're having fun watching. Thanks so much, everybody. I do appreciate it, all your support and encouragement. And I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Shout out to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Adam James, Jim Bro, Tarsak, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.